everybody, it's Debbie Sissons. Happy Friday. Today I'm joined by my mother, Cindy Amon, and my sister, Jenny Mullet, and we are going to be making Graham Streusel coffee cakes, because I told you a couple of weeks ago I'm planning for visitors to come in, my sister-in-law and her family. So we're going to make some coffee cakes to put in the freezer for the holiday season. So the first steps we do for this coffee cake, we mix together 3/4 cup of nuts, 2 cups of crushed graham crackers, and 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 3/4 of a cup of, let me make sure, see, this is what happens. 3/4 of a cup of margarine or melted butter. So I'm sticking the melted butter in there and we're gonna mix it around. You wanna do this? And now I'm going to mix together this. The base of this isn't flour, it's already a cake mix. It's a Betty Crocker recipe that Mom's had for a while. She used to make it for guests, so it's a tried and true recipe in our family, and it's a winner, so I'll have to ask my sister-in-law's family next week if they like it. But the base is a yellow, Betty Crocker yellow cake mix. So in our mixer, you can use a handheld if you don't have a stand mixer, but I'm lucky enough to have a stand mixer. So the cake mix goes in, and with that, 1/3 of a cup of oil. And I'll post this in the comments like I've done other recipes. And 1/4 cup, or 1 cup of water, 1/3 cup of oil, the cake mix, and then 3 eggs. So we're gonna start this at low to get it combining, because if you start it at medium, you're probably gonna have a big cloud of cake mix fly up in your face. But we'll just add the eggs about 1 at a time so everything gets well combined. Can you see down in there, Colin? My son is my cameraman tonight, this afternoon. So we got those in there. And I'm gonna stop it and scrape, but then this has to go on medium because you can still see the granules of cake mix, so you have to beat the dickens out of that. So we put it on a medium speed for 2 minutes, and then we'll come back and combine the ingredients all together into our prepared cake pan. So if you look at this batter, before it was granular, you could still see some of the cake mix wasn't combined, but it's been mixing on medium speed for 2.5 minutes. Scrape it down with a spatula a couple times, but now you just see that it's really silky and combined. And now, first let me get a paper towel. You guys all know that I'm a paper towel girl. I love paper towels, keep down mess. And I'm just gonna stick it where the bowl was, because we're making 3 or 4 of these coffee cakes, so I'm not gonna take this blade off here just yet. So we prepared a 9 by 13 baking pan with the cooking spray, Pam, or I use the Costco version, Kirkland, and then about 1/4 cup of flour. And when I do my flouring, I put it in here and I do it over the sink because I'm just patting. You just keep moving the pan around and just kind of bang it, and it'll get the flour where you want it. But do it over your sink because you are going to make a bit of a mess. So now we're ready to combine our coffee cake. And it's a layering. You can think of it almost like a lasagna, because you're layering things up. you put about 2.5 cups of your now combined cake mix. And I think I probably need to get a spatula out. Where's it at? And they're actually in the YouTube is I can edit my video. My 2.5 cups of cake mix, I'm going to spread it evenly around my prepared pan. Try to get it if you see lower sides, because you want to try to get it to bake evenly, and part of that is the prep. Just be patient. So we got the 2.5 cups, and then we're gonna put about a half of this mix that my mom mixed together and sprinkle that along the top. It smells really good. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Will that be a thing probably when my kids are adults?
No.
You can smell the aromas. So that's about half, and you can see that it covers, put a little more over in this corner. It covers the cake mix pretty well. Now you just put the remainder of your cake mix. I got all these utensils going because, like I said, we're making 4 of them, so we want to reuse. You put your remaining cake mix. Just slowly try to get a controlled pour. Use a spatula to push it out. And we'll take the offset spatula again, because you got to be gentle because now you have this crumb layer down below. But just smooth around your remaining cake batter. Try to get it to the edges. Of course, it is called a crumb cake, so I guess if it makes a little crumb, it's okay. So we got that pretty well covered. There we go. And you just put the remaining crumb topping that you made over the top. And then it bakes for 350 for like 30-35 minutes. My mother's standing in the background because she's doesn't want to be YouTube famous. I have 7 subscribers, Mom, don't worry. The world is not going to see you. Okay.
Looking good.
Yeah, it looks real good.
The best.
You'll love it. So we got the crumb topping on. And we're just going to pop it in the oven for 35 minutes at 350. You could, what do you think, Mom?
Just
come in
Put
and
a
give me.
little in there.
Okay.
Just do it all, yeah. Looking good, it's perfect.
You still need mother's instructions even when you're in your 50s. I'm very fortunate. My mother's here to give me instructions, so I will take them gladly. Okay. This looks like it's ready to go in the oven. And we'll just pop it on our middle rack. And let the oven do its magic for 35 minutes. And we'll come back to you when it's ready to come out of the oven. Our cake was in the oven for 45 minutes. You test it, instead of usually you prick it with a knife or something to see if it comes out clean, but for this, you just push, and if it bounces back, it's ready to go. Now this one I'm going to be serving tomorrow. My son's having a couple friends over, so I'm gonna put the glaze on it. If you're gonna freeze this, we were thinking you should get it out, loosen it and get it out of the pan, freeze it in a baggie, and then when you're ready to eat it, put it on a cookie sheet, warm it up slowly, and then add the glaze. Wait till the day of that you want to add the glaze. But the glaze is super simple. All it is powdered sugar. In countries other than the US, it's called icing sugar. But a cup of that, and then water, and you just add the water a little at a time till you get your glaze consistency. And then you don't need anything real fancy other than your spoon, and just drizzle it all over your coffee cake. So our first cake came out of the oven, and I just showed you how to drizzle the icing on, and we cut it because you always have to taste what you baked. If you take a little pan around, you will see we're on our last of 4 cakes, so it does look a little messy, but the 3 of us teamed up and we're able to get 4 cakes done in just a couple hours. So,
Cheers.
Mother, oh, I'll let you let us know what it is.
She's a professional.
Yes, it's your recipe.
Mm.
Is it okay?
It only gets better as it cools.
So,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
So I will post the recipe with this video online. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.